Tucson. Now, this is a car you can buy with your head as well as your heart. Let's start with the sensible bit, the head. So it has one of the biggest boots in this class. It's absolutely massive, perfect for families. You can remove the parcel shelf, obviously, and on the entry-level car, you can actually fit it under this false floor. However, all but the entry-level cars have a full-size spare wheel, which is actually quite unusual these days. And as a result, you can't alter this boot floor nor fit that parcel shelf there. But what you can do is just wedge it here. It's not ideal because it does affect the fact that, well, you've got something in the way there, and you did before then have a flat low bay. Another thing that's a bit of a problem is you have to walk around to lower the rear seats. The lever's down here, but once you've lowered them down, it's a nice smooth surface, easy to slide things to the back. And on the whole, with the seats folded, it's a massive space. In fact, this boot is as expansive as the Arizona desert. See what I did there? Tucson, Arizona. Anyway, some cars, they sacrifice rear passenger space in order to have a big boot, but not this car. So it's absolutely massive back here. I'm your average size male adult and I've got loads of room, loads of knee room, acres of headroom. It's absolutely brilliant. I also like the fact that I can recline these seats quite a way, so you can just, well, you can stretch out like even a limousine. And the footwells, they're nice and large. There's a bit of a hump in the floor, but you can fit 3 people abreast in here. Now, if you want to see us trying to do that, just click up there to watch our separate practicality video. Okay, so that's the head bit dealt with. Let's talk about the heart, shall we? And the car's design, because I think this is a really nice looking thing. Starting off from the rear, it's smart, it's tidy. Down the sides, you've got sharp creases. It does help this car stand out. But the most fascinating and interesting part for me is this grille. It just looks so bold. I mean, imagine if that was an Audi badge instead of a Hyundai one. Yeah, they'd be able to sell loads of these and probably charge an extra 10 grand for them. And if you're a badge snob, you're missing out. It's kind of let down slightly by the interior though. That is definitely not like an Audi. So the design, it's so-so. Then there's the materials. You know, some of them are brittle and cheap. Now, in terms of equipment, it's not bad. If you go for the SE model, it gets things like dual zone climate control and rear parking sensors, but you have to pay extra if you want sat-nav, which you don't have to do with the Kia Sportage. Another thing that's missing is autonomous emergency braking. If you want that, you need the top spec car. You can't get it lower down the range. And really, you know, that feature Hyundai, it's going to be mandatory in a couple of years. In terms of cubby spaces, well, they're okay. They're fair to middling, shall we say, but you can fit a litre bowl in the side door bin. Now, if you want a greater look around this car's interior and to see our full review of the infotainment system, which is, once again, okay, but not the best on the market, then click up there to see our individual review.
On the whole, the Tucson is a well thought out car, and there are various features to make your life as stress-free as possible.
Input your home address into the sat-nav and it'll make a doorbell sound when you get close. You can't get any optional extras with the car. The only things you can change are the colour of the exterior and interior trim. Rear passengers get a handy coat hook, like on an airplane. The car has a 5-year warranty with unlimited mileage. Get the car with a boot which will automatically open if you stand near it with a key. Yeah, so this car didn't have that feature, so we had to improvise.
The Hyundai Tucson actually replaced the iX35, and out on the road, it's a huge improvement.
The Hyundai Tucson shares its chassis with the Sportage from sister company Kia, so surprise, surprise, it feels rather similar to drive. Now, the two cars do have slightly different suspension settings, and the one in the Tucson is set up more with comfort in mind. On the whole, it's a really good car to drive. It's nice and comfortable. It's great for long distances. It's probably not quite as comfy over bumps as the Nissan Qashqai, but most people are gonna be perfectly happy with this car. Also, visibility is generally good. Obviously, you're sitting up high. You do get a bit of a blind spot from those large A-pillars there and the rear pillar at the back. But on the whole, yeah, very nice thing to travel in. Now, if you want a good look around the cabin where we're driving, if you click up there, you can watch our 360-degree video of the car. You can get the Tucson with 3 engines. There's a petrol, which just doesn't suit the car at all. There's a 2-litre diesel, which is pretty punchy, and it's the best if you need to tow. And then there's the bestseller, the one in this car, which is a 1.7-litre diesel. It's going to be quick enough for most people. It is a little bit rough when you rev it, you know, it's Yeah, a bit grumbly. It's not the most refined engine on the market. Now Hyundai says it will return around 60 miles per gallon, but I'm only averaging 46 miles per gallon. Hyundai will sell you this car with all-wheel drive, but you've got to think hard. Do you really need it? Because it's going to cost you more money. It reduces the car's economy slightly. It also eats into boot space, the four-wheel drive system. And let's be honest now, it doesn't suddenly turn this car into a Land Rover. So then, what do I think of the Hyundai Tucson overall? Well, it's a good crossover, which should definitely be on your shortlist. All right, so the 1.7 litre diesel engine is a bit rattly and some of the interior materials feel a bit cheap, but it's a great looking thing and it's very practical. Now, if you want more information on this car and to find out the best deal you can get on a Tucson, click up there to go to carwow.co.uk. Thanks for watching. Click over there for our group test video between the Hyundai Tucson, the Nissan Qashqai and the Kia Sportage. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it and subscribe to our channel. Now, did you know that while us Brits say Hyundai, the correct Korean pronunciation is Hyundai?